All right, so it is officially April 9th, and we've got our team call, and I was just about to ask Cody what she's thought of the difference between 9-week Control Freak and then the 9-week Control Freak Off the Wall. So I would love to hear your takeaway. And cute top, by the
way. Thank you. Off the Wall, for me, I like that the workouts repeat themselves. Like you have each phase, your week of 5 workouts. Just and so that way I can truly track my progress and challenge myself, which I liked about I like that about NBF and NBFA, that I could say, oh, you know what, I'm going to push myself and I'm going to up my weights because I know I did this last week, or I had to do 8s and then 10s, 8s for this round and 10s for this round. So let's just do 10s for both rounds. So I like that. I will say though, by the end of the 3rd week, I'm like ready for something different.
Yeah.
So there's pluses and minuses to that, but I am enjoying it a lot. I do like it.
Okay. Yeah. I know I didn't do the Off the Wall. I have had a couple of people that have reached out about doing it, but I haven't really had much, I don't have an experience, but that's really good takeaways to be able to let them know, like, you might, if you're okay with repetition, it's going to show you your progress, but it's also repetitive. So you might get a little bored because you're going to hear the same cues. You're going to, see the exact same thing.
Yes.
Like we used to do. Like that was how all of our workouts used to be.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, cool.
That's my 2 cents.
Do what?
That's my 2 cents. I mean, at the first of it, it starts out harder than the regular 9-week Control Freak did. Because when 9-week Control Freak, the traditional version started, I was kind of like, after just coming off of NBFA 2.5, like going through that 1.5 times, I was kind of like, come on, I need more. Yeah. So it started at a higher level though, because it starts you for being equivalent to where you would be in your 3rd week. So
that makes sense.
If you're ready to go, it's great. So I like that. I was super sore that first week.
Yeah, I think that tells me too, when we're thinking about helping somebody else with it that might want to try 9-week Control Freak or 9-week Control Freak Off the Wall. But if they haven't been working out, maybe tell them, hey, do 21-day fix real time, because 21-day fix real time is kind of like the 9-week Control Freak standard version, where week 1 is a little easy. I mean, not easy by any means, but it's easier. Week 2, week 3, so it progresses them. So that way they could get into Off the Wall. So that's really good, because like I've got one girl that I don't know if she's going to do it. She told me like a million times she's going to do it. So it's just one of those that you get to follow up with about 20 times before they commit. And so she, if she does it though, I don't think she's been working out. So I will probably suggest to her, because she wants to do Off the Wall. So thank you for that. Tanya, did you want to share any wins this week? And then Cody, if you had a win, you can totally share a win too. I know that I asked you about the program. Oh, hold on, Tanya, you're muted. I'm unmuting you.
Mute. Okay, sorry. I've been consistently working out all this week.
Hey, that's awesome.
Not really wins. I decided to take a before picture yesterday, and I just like almost like cried for like 10 minutes in the shower. So that's not a win, but I don't know. Maybe it kind of helped me. Like, okay, Tanya, you really gotta, step it up. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think those before photos are really important. And I, for a little while, honestly, probably last year, had gotten out of the habit of them, and because of the way that food affects my stomach, I can look totally different as well, just depending on what I've eaten over the course of the few days. So I definitely would say it's really important to take those and to let it inspire you. And I've cried after before photos. I have done that with both nutrition, with both fitness, and then which most of you, I think all of you know, like last year I had, these girls done, and I had to take photos because it was COVID. And that was like the most eye-opening thing for me. So now it made me realize how important photos are, because now when I especially, that was my main trigger, because, we can see our body in a mirror. we can see our body with clothes on even. And I'm not saying like share your naked photos, because like I am comparing that to where I was because of just where I was at and what I was doing. But it was like, oh wow, like I really do want a change. Like I want one more than I ever thought I did. Go on, buddy. So the dogs are like wanting to go outside and it's literally thundering and lightning. And we're like, as soon as we open the door, you're not gonna want to go out. So anyway, but I wanted to just share that because I think that it's really important to take those photos and to remind our challengers it's not gonna feel amazing probably, and you're probably not gonna love it. And if you do, that's awesome. Your mindset is already like 150% further past most of us. Like, so just reminding people like that we're human. And I think that that's also a good thing to share as soon as somebody joins with you, or to share as just a general post. And it could be your before photo, but like with words over your body. And it could just be like, this was really hard. And I've realized like, it's really hard for a lot of people to start a fitness journey. Like just being relatable is so helpful for people. So I think that is a huge win, Tanya. Thank you for sharing. Brittany, welcome to the call. Did you want to share a win this week?
Well, I actually, my neighbor is wanting to get into fitness again.
Ooh, fun.
So she could be joining at the end of the month. So I thought of giving her the My BFF coupon.
Oh, yeah.
Just to kind of get her started.
Yeah.
So she's got to wait to the next payday or the end of the month. So I feel like that was kind of a big one. And I gave her a Shakeology to try.
Oh, good.
So it's, I feel like maybe that was my big one, is that I may have a VIP customer, is that what we're calling that? So yeah, so we'll most likely have a VIP customer by the end of the month.
That's awesome.
So I feel like that's my win. And her daughter loves to dance. And I told her, I'm doing Size right now by Shaun T. We have a new program coming out. So and she's like, oh my gosh, Gabriella's gonna love that. She loves dance. She dances all the time. And it's like, well, we have Country Heat. And I'm telling her all of our dance programs. And she likes like the really big fit programs, like let's say like P90 and Shaun, like all that kind of stuff.
So it'll be a good combo then for that.
Perfect. It's fit for family as well. Like,
well, good.
So I feel like that's a big one for me this week.
Yeah, that's a huge win. No, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. You could give her the sample to the Shaun T workout on Monday. So next Monday, the sample will be out. So you could give her the samples that she and her daughter could do it. And they may love, like Tanya and her kids do the workouts together. And they may love doing that together because it's going to have that combo of dance and strength. So that could just be like a really fun kickoff for her. So definitely tell her to give the sample a try before she even purchases. And then I'll share our win, or I guess you can share your own win. So my win is corporate reached out to me on Wednesday, my corporate mentor, Kyle, and he sent me a voice message. And he was like, hey, Tamara, I wanted to give you a congratulations. I guess I could have played the voice message because it was really cool. But he basically just told us that we're ranked 275th in the company. And I'm like, in the company? And he's like, yeah, in the company. Cause I'm like, oh, like in the region, like, yeah, okay. Like, like it's a smaller region. And then he's like, no, in the company, and you're in the top 50 in the region. And I was like, what? Because we've just never done anything like that. So that's so like, I don't know. I'm just still like over here, like, that is so cool. Especially I came off of a hard 2 conversations that are still in my brain that I'm just like, why? Like when you have, and I think we've all experienced that at this point where we've talked to somebody and maybe they haven't responded politely, or maybe it's just been like, I actually thought you were going to like enjoy this. Like, oh, like, huh. So I have come off of like 2 of those conversations that were just like really defeating, honestly. And then it was really nice to hear that from Kyle, because it just shows like, it's okay. Me, the team, the community, the products, the programs, it's not for everybody. And that's so true. But it is really serving those that it is for. And so I think that that's just the biggest thing is like, no, because like all of us, all 5 of us on the call right now, and I not even a handful, a ton of other people in our community it is for, and it has really benefited, and it is doing really, really good things for them, their family, their bodies. So it was just a really good reminder that no, like the work is really important. So Neil, did you want to share a win?
Oh, nah, I'm gonna piggyback off of your win this week.
Well, you're in fact, he is a part of that. Like I couldn't do it without Neil. So, and we couldn't do this, like, it's not just a Tamara win. Like that is all what our team has done. So it's not just like what I have done. Like that was based off of what the team has ordered, what the team has helped other people order. Like it's a team thing. It's not, none of the points come from me. So, I mean, they sort of do, but not really. All right. So speaking of points and just recognition, so we'll just go over some of this quickly. Neil did our stats for us. So we haven't had any new coaches join this month, and we haven't had any Success Club points yet this month. I did help somebody with a pack yesterday. And it is somebody which I was on the Power Hour this morning, and they were talking about the number of times that they followed up with somebody. One girl was like, it was 17 times. And I'm thinking, this girl that I signed up yesterday, I would say it's been over 17 times that I have literally been like, hey girl, you ready this time? Hey, are we ready this time? Would you like to do it this time? How about this time? Like it's been a long time. Like I'm talking like years. So it will happen. And I think, and I can tell like with her, she's messaging me like a lot. She's like, all right, which program do I start with? Oh wait, how do I get started? How do I do this? And I'm like, it's all in prep week. Go to prep week. So I just keep being like, go to prep week. And she's just like, finally clicked with her. Oh, it's a group on the bot app. Yes, it's a group on the bot app. So it's nice though, because when you have that, I can tell like if she's reaching out and asking all those questions, then she's actually truly ready. So she wouldn't have been ready before this because she probably would have just been like, oh, I'm just doing this because Tamara asked. So she's ready. We have had some sales, of course, this week. So this is an indication of sales. About for every volume point is about $1 in sales. So this is just where we're at. So big congrats to the team. This means that we're still helping people with Shakeology subscriptions, Energize subscriptions, Beachbody On Demand 3-month or yearly subscriptions. I know our team has also really started to get into trying the beach bars, the Power Greens, and the Bevy. I feel like those are all things that a lot of us have been trying or have thought about trying. And I know Neil and I have all of those. We just got a massive shipment yesterday, which I would honestly think is my PB reflective of that.
No, so this PB that we report on here is the same as Michelle does in Team Give, and it's just customers. So your personal orders are not showing up on here. So if you have a number on this screen, that's what you sold to a customer. Now in your office, you'll show your PV numbers as also your personal orders as well. And that tracks to keep you active and everything, but this is just customer volume to show that you have been, that you have purchases through your account, not just your personal orders. So,
okay, thank you for explaining that. I know you explain it every time. Neil knows that volume and me we're fun. Volume's fun. It's very important though. Volume is like super important to your business. It's how you get residual income. So anyway, announcements for the week. So I want to get through these so that we can get into the really awesome little packet that we've got. But announcements, virtual summit is now virtual. If there's any chance at all that you can come to Sandestin, July 14th through the 16th, or even the 13th through the 18th, you can make a family trip out of this. It's right on the beach. It's a beautiful golf beach resort. What we're going to do is meet together. During the actual summit activities, we will meet together in a conference room and we'll get to watch it together on like a big projector screen. We'll get to do the workouts together on a big projector screen. We're gonna have a bonfire on the beach one night. I believe that there's gonna be some sort of like big dinner together one night. I know Neil and I, just kind of depending on who comes, we'll do some smaller activities with our team just because we're local to the area. We know a couple different things. And I'm really excited to spoil whoever gets to come. But if you're not able to make it virtual or make it to Sandestin, I still really recommend doing whatever you can to block off that time to virtually check in. So last year it was virtual as well. Neil and I had family come in town so that the grandparents could be with the kids so that we weren't as distracted. Could you go get Alicia? She's screaming, mommy. Thank you. And so we had help with our kids because we know that we've been, and I don't think any of Cody, Tanya, Brittany, I don't think you guys have gotten to do an in-person event, but an in-person immersion event is so effective and so powerful for your mindset and for your business growth and for your personal just growth as an individual, that's why I'm really recommending to do whatever you can to really block off that time for yourself. Treat it as though this is you walking into your regular full-time job and that you have to figure out something to do so that you actually are there and present. But just, it's going to be way more fun than most regular full-time jobs. So that's something I want you all to know about. And same with this weekend. Virtual Super Weekend is this weekend. It starts at, I think I was about to say the time wrong. I believe it's noon Eastern, 11 Central. I think that's right. And so I'll put another announcement in the team page. I'll probably send out an email announcement too, just reminding everybody. Beachbody will actually send out an email, so I don't want to really give y'all too many emails. But basically Super Weekend is tomorrow. Again, I treat stuff like that just the same as I do when I go into Crackings for work. I typically try to have something arranged for childcare. And for me, for childcare on something like this, where it's just like an hour to 2 hour event, it's a movie. I'm just like, here's a great movie and your snacks are made ahead of time. So that's what I do with my kids on stuff like that. Sometimes we've had family in town, so we'll have them help out, but we're going to go straight from a soccer game into Virtual Super Weekend here at our house. And it's going to be really fun. They're going to announce new products and programs. I'm almost positive that whichever one they announce is the one that Stephanie gets to be a test group member of, which I can't wait to find out about. So that's going to be really cool. And then they are also going to let us do the sample Shaun T workout. And I don't know if Shaun T is going to be like live and doing it, or if it's going to be like a recorded version of one of the other ones that they filmed in Hawaii. Every Sunday, there's going to be a Sunday check-in post. I think all of you guys saw that this week. I'm just going to keep talking, just kind of keep reminding us that every Sunday there's a check-in post just to remind us all like, hey, let's just plan out our calendar week. The last thing is the Beachbody Take Action Challenge. So this is a Take Action Challenge that Beachbody put out for us. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger. But basically, there are prizes. I should take your seat. There are prizes, and in the months of April, May, and June. So basically the same as our goal tracker that we're doing. They're going to give us prizes like $500, $100, a voucher for a 4-night stay at the Riviera Maya, Mexico, a voucher for a 4-night stay at the Unico Resort Riviera Maya, which if one of y'all win that, to the Unico, tell us, because we haven't booked our Unico resort yet, and we will go at the same time as you. And then, yeah, so cool. $250 worth of Beachbody apparel, a private workout with a super trainer. And then, what was it? I thought that the MX bike was on here. Somebody had said that the bike was on here. It might be, maybe not. I thought that it was on here. Maybe it's been updated. Oh yeah. Plus once a month, one selected winner will receive the NYX fitness bike. That's the new fitness bike that Beachbody is going to get. So, and yeah. And if you can't receive the bike, you get $1,200. So you get $1,000, just over $1,000. So they're doing a ton of stuff. I think, and a call with Carl Deichler, a private team call with Carl Deichler is something else. He's the CEO of the company. He's really, really, really he's just laid back and pretty cool for the most part, like pretty awesome, pretty great mindset. He's really good with mindset. He's really good with business. Like he's just a good guy. And so I think Joy Bowen, she's in our upline team. She calculated it up and it was like just under $1 million that Beachbody was giving away. So like, that's just and the thing to win this, all you have to do is go to coach.teambeachbody.com. And then you fill out, actually, let's see if I have a coach office open. Here, I'll just show you exactly where you're going. And you're just going in here and you're filling out your business activity tracker. So that's one of your tasks, is to fill out your business activity tracker to 50%. So you don't even have to fill out the whole thing, but you have to fill it out to 50%. And then the other thing that you can do to win prizes is, sorry, it's like going, oh, you're going to see all my customer names. It's fine. All right, so Grow My Business Daily Activity Tracker. So Grow My Business Daily Activity Tracker. I like how I was literally about to be like this because there's emails, just because I share recordings of these. Not like you guys care, but if like somebody goes to my YouTube channel and they're like, oh, let me just take all these email addresses, I would feel like a total butthead. So for example, today is Friday. I did my workout, so I can click that off. I haven't done my Shakeology, but I did do my other Beachbody nutritional supplements. So I'm going to go ahead and click that off. I'm going to go to my connections. I have followed up with people today. I have done a social media post. I have done some stories. I have responded to new likes and views. Let's see, my percentage is now at 39%. Let's see, did I contribute? I haven't done the challenge group check-in. I have responded to questions from my coaches and customers. And I have done, actually, no, I haven't done my personal development, but I'm at 49%. It's 9:30 and I'm at 49%. If I click off one more box, I'm at 50%. My name goes into that drawing. Super cool. And all of those activities that are on there, I'm also I like the paper tracker a little bit better personally, just because it was just what I've been using. But now that I'm starting, that Beachbody's having us, kind of making us do this, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this tracker too. So I do a little bit of both. And I know the other thing that we are going to be able to do is eventually I will be able to see if you share with me what you've done on your tracker. So I can say like, hey, Cody, I see that every week we are doing everything except for initiating new connections and expanding our network. You're going to run out of people to talk to. So, because I mean, that's one of the things that I know that I have to work on myself. So that's just something that'll be really helpful too, because then we can always like communicate a little bit easier of just like, okay, these are the activities that we need to focus on as a team. So I think that that's really cool. The other ways to earn points for that, all those prizes are every 10 people that you invite to the Beachbody On Demand groups, you get a point. Every single person that actually accepts the invite, because we know sometimes we invite people to the group and then they just decide they don't want to join the group for whatever reason. They're like, no, I'm just doing my workouts, I'm good. But if they actually join the group, then we get 1 point as well. And so I don't know who's tagging the points, but somebody's doing it and then they're giving prizes away each week. So really cool opportunity for us. And it's not hard tasks. These are just tasks that we, can do. Like these aren't hard. It's not like, hey, go and, talk to 50 people off your chicken list and send us their conversations. Like, no, it's nothing crazy like that. Thank goodness. Our best practice, I didn't update that slide because that's right. I'm going over. Does anybody have any questions though, before I move on to the tracker?
That was way less daunting than I thought it was going to be.
Right?
That was in the coach office. I was managing a toddler who barely scraped his knee and was having an epic come apart. So that's just in my coach office.
Yes. So
okay.
I'm going to I'll start from the beginning of your coach office. My coach office, every time I log in, it like logs me into the last place that I was on. So I was on my customer tab last, but normally if you just go to coach.teambeachbody.com and you log in, this is the screen that you see. And then right here, the grow my business, this like red-ish, orange-ish. Hey, I just saw my 2 Success Club points. I have points now.
You're on the board.
I'm on the board.
She's like, I should have had 2.
I did. Neil
I wasn't updated yet.
Yeah. Neil did the thing and I was like, no, I should have 2 points. And he's like, you don't yet.
There's no competition.
Yeah. So right here, Grow My Business Daily Activity Tracker. When you first click it, it will ask you what's your why and what's your target audience. So it'll ask you 2 questions. So like my questions, I think, are filled out on my dashboard now. Yeah, so my motivation, my why statement, because I want to give back to others via the 2021 Diamond Retreat. I'm here to take July 2020 off of work some because I have built up residual and I can do my 1 to 3 hours a day of Beachbody focused well, and I'm providing for my family via $100,000. My ideal customer, I'm a friend for women in the thick of motherhood who are ready to simplify health, ages 25 to 40-ish. That's just like normally my target market. So like that's been like, that's pretty detailed.
Girl, you got to age me out of there.
I was just thinking that too. As soon as I said that, I was like, I feel like we're more like 50-ish. Because I keep forgetting, I'll show up at Crackings and I will forget sometimes when I'm serving like younger people that are in high school and college, that they're younger people in high school and college. And I'm like, hey girl. And then they're like, hi ma'am. And I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm old.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, hey. Anyway, so but you can change this. I can edit this, obviously. And actually I did edit it the other day and it took my old savings because I'm like, oh, that's not what I put in there the other day. So it's in beta mode, kind of like the app. It's in beta mode. It'll get there. But and you can backtrack. Like yesterday, you see on Thursday, I forgot to go in here and click out anything, but I did do my stuff. So I will fill it out today. But yeah, so that was, it's really simple. And then inviting to the challenge groups. I would say the easiest thing for me has been, here, I'll stop my screen share really quick, to invite to prep week. So because there's been some people that I've helped this year the year that I haven't invited yet to prep week. And I was like, oh, well, if I just get them into prep week and like ask them if they at least want to check it out, then I can get a point after every 10 of them. So, and if they join, I get another point. So I'm all about prizes. So there you go. But yeah, it's a lot simpler than what we thought. Another way to do it is if you ever just want to do a BOD group, like a free group on the BOD app, where you're just like, hey, I'm going to put some sample workouts into my my BOD group this week. If you'd like to join them, or hey, I'm going to do a water challenge this week.
Water challenge, push-up challenge, plank challenge.
Yep.
Any of those like little like one-off week-long, you can just invite people to just to get them active. They don't have to commit to anything. They do have to.
They have to
sign
have a
up
free
for
account
to join the BOD group. To join it, but you can send them an invite to their email if you want to do something like that to obviously just stimulate a little bit of participation.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And then if you've ever gotten customer leads, just invite them. Just invite them to the prep week group, because sometimes customer leads don't respond back to you, but they are using the app. And so they might be like, oh, I have an invite to this group. So, because Cody, you should have some leads this month. So you could always invite them to prep week and just say, hey, I saw that you had a free Beachbody account with me. I am your coach. I have a group that teaches you how to use the app. I just sent you an invite to it. Here's the link to it in case if you want to, learn a little bit more about the products and programs that you have access to. So, okay. So the digital tracker. This was a really cool tracker that, and now I can't remember if it was Megan Ewaldson or Megan Eggleston. It was Eggleston, so I put her name wrong in the thing. So Megan Eggleston did this, and she's one of the coaches with Beachbody that runs some of those power hours. She gave us these, this weekly business activity tracker, and I just was like, this is so helpful. And I remember she did this in Q1, but I didn't print it off because she had all of these images on there that you had to pay for. So I was like, all right, Tamara, you're going to take a little bit of time and delete all the images that you have to pay for, because your team is as cheap as you and they won't want to pay for it. And I know that because Tanya already reached out to me and she was like, it's asking me to pay. And I'm like, dang, I thought I removed all of them. So I'm going to check the link that I sent you guys. Stephanie said she didn't have to pay for it. And I haven't heard back from Emily Brower because I know that she was on there, but hopefully all of the paid for images are now removed. And you can just print this off without having to pay for anything. So when we start this quarter and how we want to go into it and what we want out of our business growth, or just even our physical journey growth, because honestly, if we're working on our physical journey, the business comes so much easier. If we aren't doing the workouts and we aren't doing the Shakeology or the Energize and the Recover, then it is a lot harder to invite, because you're just kind of inviting people to do this thing that you're not really even doing. So when we talk about declaration of impact and growth, we're really talking about what am I declaring that I will work on myself, and how will I do that? So I actually haven't even put my name and my signature on mine yet, because I wanted to go through this with you guys. So on page 2 here, I'll share my screen again because that'll be a lot easier. Share screen, since I know not everybody's going to have this printed yet. And then in the recording of this, when I put this on YouTube, so I try to put all of our team calls on YouTube, unless if something like, it's just super personal was said by somebody, they really, really just didn't want it on there. But I do. So I try to put them all on YouTube, and then I can put the link to this underneath. So right here is where we're at, is our declaration of impact and growth. So it's just really saying that, hey, like I, Tanya, I, Brittany, I, Cody, I, Neil, I, Tamara, I today, April 9th, commit to the journey of my own personal growth and community impact. I'm dedicated to doing what it takes to align with my highest self through my business, my health, and all aspects of my life. I commit showing up for the next 90 days and will create goals, but focus solely on the process. I will track my efforts and progress. Even on my most challenging days, I will take just one tiny step forward. I vowed to create a life of my own choosing, develop myself and my business, and I have fun doing it. I face my fears and will find the courage to follow my dreams, and by doing so, inspire others to do the same. I know that I cannot do this alone, and I must align with those who are around this quest as well. My journey begins today, and together we rise. So that's just a really good, like, every day you can say that to yourself, because we have to start with positivity before we can really go into that whole invite mode. I think all of us have been there. If we're negative and we're trying to invite somebody to join with us, it never works. Or if it does work, then those people are just like, they're your strong ones. Like, they're your ones that are like, oh, it's fine. But I've noticed that when my energy is really good, I can truly help other people. So right here, Megan had us take some time. So I know that we've only got like 10 minutes before this call, and so I'm not going to go through everything, but Megan had us take about 5 minutes per month and really write out, what do I want in April? How many people do I really want to impact this month? Do I want to help 3 really good friends, 5 strangers, 10, any 10 people? Like, what do I really want? And just by declaring that to ourselves, it's something that you can really start to focus in on, so that when you start your day, like I said that in the month of April, I wanted to help 5 new people get started on this business journey. That's the thing that I said I want to do. So is what I'm doing today showing that I am helping people start a business? Or is what I'm doing today just showing people that I like my workouts, which is also so good. But if I'm personally wanting to focus on the business, I have to show that there's a little bit of business to this, that they can, have community, that they can make an income. What is it that my ideal customer needs? So for when I wrote down that impact statement on my Beachbody On Demand coach office, and I said that I'm there for for those women who are in the thick of motherhood. I want to be there for those women who are in the thick of motherhood, who have kids at home, whether they are young kids, older kids, that have kids that they want to be with their kids more, or they are already with their kids a lot, but they're not feeling like they're financially providing for their family. That is who I really am good at helping, because those people have a little bit of pain. They have a little bit of something in them. That's where I was at that place where I really wanted to be with my kids, but I really didn't want to put them into daycare when they were really young. Right now, I really want to be with my kids and be fully present with them after school. I want them in school, but then after school, I want to be fully on with them. And so I am there for that woman who also wants that, but also wants to make some money, that doesn't want to be at a traditional 9 to 5. Or if they are at a traditional 9 to 5, that they're happy with it. And the way that they can get happier with that is by pouring into themselves through this community, through our workouts, because not everybody hated their job like I hated mine. Like Cody doesn't hate her job as a dental hygienist, but she has loved the Beachbody workouts and programs, and she sees this as another stream of income for her family. And that to me is who I want to help. I love helping people that are just like, oh, I already like this. I could make some money off of this. Or I love helping that person that's like, oh, I really would like to make some money for my family. I would really like to be happier. And I'm not right now. And I really want to be happier with my kids. That's who I like to help. So that's who I need to speak to when I'm helping people. Just a couple minutes, baby. So then there's a little bit about what is Success Club and how do you earn it? What is Success Starters and what does that mean? And then just asking you to really think about, but what does success mean to you? What does Success Club mean to you? What are the purposes if you want to hit it each month? Are you wanting to hit it because you want to be able to go and get invited to the 2022 trip? Is it because you want to earn the hat? Is it because you want that cooler backpack? What is it that you want out of hitting Success Club? Is it because if you've hit it, you've just moved your business forward? So does that kind of nod your head if any of this is making sense, or nod it if you're like, I need more? Yes? Okay. So setting up your monthly goals, again, Megan had us take about 5 minutes, and you might need longer. But in the call that we had about 5 minutes to just really make sure that each month we had our different goals. And I would walk out there and go grab where I wrote mine down, but I can't because Alicia will just be very sad that I'm walking away from her. So I did this, and I have it written in my calendar. So at the top of each month, it's like, this is how many people I want to help for April. And this is really how, and then each week, what are my weekly non-negotiables to make that happen?
I'm good.
Oh, you want to get it? It's the green one. The Gazelle planner. And so then really, again, so what do I need to do each week? Release attachment to the outcome. So pour all your energy into the outcome. You don't want, when you're setting a goal and you're saying that you want to do something, yes, we need to have the strategic little daily non-negotiables. And she gives us some tips right here. Like, is it a certain number of invites? So for me, I wrote in the month of April, I wrote, my success on purpose is Success Club 15 with 5 new coaches, and 3 of those new coaches hitting at least 1 Success Club point. So knowing that I want my new coaches to help somebody, as well as 5 of our current coaches getting to Success Club. So those are the things that I really would like to do this month that I know I can do. So my weekly goals, my step 2, my weekly non-negotiables are, I want to do 3 to 5 invites a day. I will do 3 to 5 invites a day. I will follow up with 5 to 10 people. I will be on 3 of the morning power hours and 2 of the evening power hours to make that happen. Because I know for my business, I need about 3 hours a day to make it work. That's just where I'm at. So I will commit to one of those group power hours, and then I will also work another 1 to 2 hours by myself without a recording. And then I wrote down the days that I was going to do those. And honestly, my weekly goals didn't get hit this week. I did not hop on all the power hours I said I was going to. I know I asked that on Saturday, and I think each of you commented, what am I committed myself to? And I didn't. But what I did do is I did stick to my 3 to 5 daily invites and my 5 to 10 daily follow-ups. So I'm really proud of that. And I also feel like I still did move my business forward. So it does show me that I like the power hours and I need to do them because it keeps me on task. But I can still move my business forward even when I don't hit all of them, if that makes sense. So I also wrote in there my obstacles. So release the attachment to the outcome. So pour all your energy into the journey. So these are the things that I want. I'm not upset that I didn't get all of those things done because I know that my outcome is going to be awesome. It's going to be so fun to help 5 new people get started. I know that. I can feel that because it's so much fun when you have new people. So maybe that's 3 new people in your challenge group get started. Maybe that's, 5 new people, whatever that is for you. Just get so excited about that's going to be fun for you. Because I really am jazzed about the idea of being oh my God, 5 new people that want to do this. Let's teach, let's learn. Because that I really enjoy leadership. But what are my obstacles? Sometimes I feel like I really need to work from a place of pain before I will work. Because sometimes I feel like my life is so good right now and I'm so excited about things. I came into this business. I know we're about to get kicked off because we have less than a minute. We can continue this chat in Voxer. If you guys want to Voxer me, you definitely can. But basically, I feel like I was in a lot of pain when I first started Beachbody, and sometimes I'm not in as much pain right now. But then I realize as I go through, I really do have a lot of pain when Neil's not home at night. When he's working another job at night so that we can, afford our time together, our time flexibility together that we want. Right now, he has to work at night so that we can have some of the mornings together. So it's just one of those, I don't really want him to work at night. So my pain is still there. And I need to sometimes remember, no, you're working this business so that he no longer has to work at night. You're working this business, even though you love Crackings, you don't want to be there twice a week. You want to be there once a week. So I do come from a little bit of pain, and that helps me. So what is it that's an obstacle to, or a pain that can help you get through it? So me realizing that actually me having those pains is my obstacle, but also it allows me to get past them because it puts a purpose into this. And so other obstacles, it could be kids, it could be your husband's not supportive. So what's your solution to that? And then we will just cut it right here, but just keep going through this. Don't forget there's the power hours. We'll have to cover this next week and what this is, but